Dan Bidanti with this InfoWars special report. And today, Hollywood star, also star of the Fast and Furious movies, Paul Walker, was killed today in a car crash. Now it's said that he had a friend or a driver that was driving his car, whatever, it was a Porsche, and they crashed into a tree. Now, hearts and prayers go out to family and friends of him, but the thing is, this raises big concerns about mind control, and I'll explain in a minute, okay, about mind control and priorities of the average American. Okay, Paul Walker, as you can see, was killed in the crash, and look at the pictures. Just examining the pictures right here tells you, and I've seen many accidents, folks. I've seen a Mustang hit a tree at 80, 85 miles an hour, and not even half this damage was done. So this goes to tell you, anybody who specializes in accidents, I had a couple people that were police officers that told me that, yes, this is definitely a case of speeding and reckless driving. And as you can see in the photos, I mean, the car exploded on impact, and the car is wrapped around the tree. Now, however, regardless, this is where the mind control comes in. Then the priorities will follow here, okay? This is where the mind control comes in. Now, they say, oh, he was on his way to a charity event. So, that being said, okay, he was on his way to a charity event. Now, here's what really gets me, because I got friends and family posting stuff, R.I.P. Paul Walker, but the thing is, not just them, but I see thousands, hundreds of thousands of comments all over the place, and posts everywhere, all over the social medias about Paul Walker. Okay, not the point, okay, that the guy was probably, who the driver was, recklessly driving. They could have easily killed innocent women, innocent children in a car or something. That's not the point, though. He was heading to a charity. Okay, the thing is, heading to the charity, okay, that erases everything. That erases the point that he's recklessly driving, okay, and they could have easily killed another family. The photos right there show that, it was excessive speed. That's not debatable. That's proof right there with the photos. Okay, but that's not the point. He was on his way to a charity. So that makes it okay. That's the mind control of this, folks. That makes it okay, which the charity had nothing to do with the accident. You see, he was not the charity, so him going to a charity, okay, had nothing to do with the accident. Even if he was late, come on, use common sense. If you're late to work, you drive down the highway 100 miles an hour, probably killing somebody? No, you don't. That's the point, folks. But he was on his way to a charity, so there's the mind control right there, because the media's got to mention the charity to make it all okay. But if that was me or you in that car driving, if we lived out of that, we'd be arrested. Okay? And they would use that in the local media. This is why we have to lower the speed limits and stamp down on reckless driving. But no, and this is the bigger mind control here, folks. How many people die a day? Real heroes, not fake heroes like Paul Walker. He was an action star or whatever, but he's a fake hero. He's not a real hero. Real heroes, okay? In the military, dying overseas for our freedom, okay? How about the police officers, trying to save lives and they get killed in the line of fire? How about the firefighters who go into houses, risking their lives and even dying to save people from fires? How about that? But, that's not mentioned. They might get a small little write-up in their local paper, and the government goes to say, oh, you know what, for serving our country, putting your life on the line, we're canceling your death benefits. So, we're not going to make a big issue about it. It's not going to hit nationwide news because you don't make multi-billion dollars, okay? You're not a Hollywood star, okay? So you don't deserve that. But this guy, Paul Walker, I don't know nothing about the guy, can't say nothing bad about him. But the thing is, folks, how many Hollywood stars, such as Whitney Houston, all these people died of overdoses and all that, the whole country shuts down. It's like people want to call out of work. You know what? Don't send the kids to school tomorrow, folks, because we're going to put the flags at half staff because a Hollywood person died or your favorite singer died. So let's shut down the whole country for that. But never mind the military folks that die every day, that come home in boxes and denied their death benefits by our government. Never mind the police and firefighters, folks. Never mind just the local person that saves somebody's life, or every day that somebody's putting their life on the line or dying to save somebody else. Never mind that, though. Never mind that, the little small write-up in the paper you'll get, that's about it. Never mind that. Okay, and never mind the thousands, of innocent women and children that are killed in the Middle East by our drones, by the CIA, and by Barack Obama's administration. Killing thousands, countless thousands of innocent women and children, but they justify it. More mind control here. We were looking for Al-Qaeda. We might have got one of them, and most of the time they didn't. They never get any Al-Qaeda insurgents. They killed thousands of innocent women and children, but they never get the Al-Qaeda guys. When they do, it's like, oh, pat on the back. We got an Al-Qaeda guy, but in the meantime, we killed thousands of innocent women and children. But that's okay because we're fighting for freedom. We're looking for Al-Qaeda, so let's go kill thousands of women and children. It's the same mind control, folks, and that's the priorities of America here. They put a Hollywood star, a singer, or a sports star that gets paid well more than they deserve. No man deserves to get paid that much, okay? And if they do, it's the firefighters, the police, the military, real heroes, okay, that deserve that much money. Not a sports star just because you could catch a football. You don't deserve billions of dollars for that. Just because you could star in a few movies and be a sex idol to most teenagers and everything. You don't deserve millions of dollars for that, folks. The real heroes, not even the fire and police and everything, but the people who are at countless number of jobs just to put food on the table for their kids, to put a roof over their head. When they die, and the families that are left out in the cold, nobody comes to them, but the Hollywood stars, they die, and I guarantee at Paul Walker's funeral, there's going to be countless, probably millions of fans are going to show up, giving donations, even though they don't need it, giving donations, sending flowers and everything else. But where are the flowers, folks, when a military man comes home every day? Multiple men come home every day in caskets. Where are the flowers for that? Where are the donations for that? For the families, to support them because the government cut the death benefits. Where's the support? There is the priorities right there. The American person, the average American person, okay, it's a wonder why. You wonder why we're not even in the top 40 in the most educational countries in the world. And we have probably the biggest percentage of the most people with the lowest IQ compared to the rest of the world. You wonder why? Because we put these Hollywood stars, these sports stars on a pedestal above God. Most of you do. But, it's okay, the innocent women and children being killed. It's okay, the firefighters, the military, the police. It's okay, and the average folk that saves somebody's life and, gives their own for the, for the family and everything else. That's okay. But let's put these guys on a pedestal. There's the priorities right there. And the mainstream media and the establishment of the, in Hollywood and everything, blow it up. Oh, he was heading to a charity, so that makes it okay. Even if they did kill a kid, that kid probably be mentioned a couple times, but for the rest of the year, it'll be the big talk of the town. Oh, Paul Walker died. Never mind the kid that was killed out of it. There was no kid killed out of it, but God forbid, they might think somebody else died out of it, but God forbid anybody else died out of it. And but I'm just saying, if a kid was killed out of this, he would probably be mentioned a couple of times, but Paul Walker, oh, he was killed. That's the priorities here in America, folks. This is the dumbing down of society right here, folks. And for another instance, I was at Best Buy a few weeks ago. It was a Thursday when the PlayStation 4 was coming out. I seen a bunch of people in line, and the people in the front, I asked them, it's like, how long you been in line for? What are you waiting for? Well, we weren't waiting for the PS4. We're doing this for a good cause. I'm like, really? All right, what is it? Because we work for an animal shelter. We volunteer there. I'm like, okay, cool. So you're going to get the PlayStation 4s and sell them? Help the animal shelter? No. I'm buying it for my son, and they're buying a couple of themselves. And everybody else in line is like, oh, well, they're doing a good thing. And, I'm like, all right, so the PlayStation's 4, let me get it straight here. You're waiting in line since Monday, you said. Monday, 4 days in the cold, just to get the PlayStation 4, and it's not any way benefit the charitable organization, the animal shelter. Oh, no, it's for us, but I work for one, so it's for a good cause. And I guarantee you, if the mainstream media would have got wind of that, they would have blew it up. Well, woman, for good cause, animal shelter waits in line 5 days in the cold just to get a PlayStation 4. But the thing is, here's the mind control here. The PlayStation 4 had nothing to do of her getting it. Had nothing to do or effect of the animal shelter. And the only thing it probably did affect is her not being at the animal shelter to sit in line for 4.5 days in the cold just to get that PlayStation 4. This is the mind control, folks. Again, back to Paul Walker. He dies, but, on his way to a charity, so that makes it all okay because he was heading to a charity. If that was me and you, we would have been arrested if we lived out of it. And they would use that for a prime example. This is why we got to crack down on reckless driving, and we're going to lower the speed limits. But it's Paul Walker. How about, let's go on further. How about the people who died on Black Friday? He has a couple of articles on that. But I guarantee, folks, if that was Paul Walker that got trampled in one of those stores, they would have had a national outrage, okay? They would have shut the whole Black Friday down. There would have been a nationwide outrage protest against Black Friday. I guarantee that. But, if a kid gets killed or a normal person gets killed, it's okay. Where's the outrage, folks? Where's the outrage that the military ain't getting the death benefits? Where's the outrage that these military, police, and, just regular people, real-life heroes, ain't getting the spotlight that they deserve and everything else? Where is it? But let's put our priorities, for Paul Walker and any other Hollywood or singer that dies. Never mind the real heroes. Let's put our priorities for them. And tomorrow, we'll do this better, okay? How about Monday, okay? How about Monday for Paul Walker now, folks? Okay? How about Monday we shut all the schools down? No kids are allowed to go to school. We're gonna make it a national holiday. How's that? We'll do that. National mourning holiday for Paul Walker, okay? And nobody's going to work Monday. Flags are half-staffed. Schools are closed, okay? All government buildings closed for Paul Walker. And every year on the anniversary date for Paul Walker, we'll shut it down. And same thing for Michael Jackson. Same thing for Whitney Houston and anybody else that dies. But never mind the heroes. They're not important. Just your Hollywood stars, and there's the mind control, folks. And this is Dan Badandi for Infowars.com.
Hey, now you can watch The Alex Jones Show live as it happens at Infowars.com/show.